Now, it's clear that defence chiefs are weighing a particularly complex global situation. There's a resurgence of what could be called a Cold War narrative, and it's centred on the crisis over Ukraine. But then, of course, there's also the threat posed by the Islamic State and a whole range of other non-state actors. How is all this influencing the shape of defence spending and the defence industry? Let's get the views of Dr. Alexander Murtchev, who is Vice President of the Royal United Services Institute. The first basic question is what we have seen going on over, say, the 6 months of this year. Do you think this is going to reverse the decline in military spending in Europe? Because we have seen this long-term decline in military spending.
Definitely.
This has been the turning point.
Yes. Simply because there is a turning point. And let's not forget it, that the defense spendings are part and consequence of the public opinion, of the public discourse. And there is no appetite for increased spending in this area. Simply the society has different needs. For the first time after the Cold War, the society instinctively feels that there is a threat across the board, that the post-Cold War order, economic, political, that serve us reasonably well, it has been challenged.
Okay, I want to see where this money might be spent then. Because if you had said that, say, 2 years ago, we would have said they're going to be spending more money on drones, on high technology. But now when you see what's happened in Ukraine, why don't we buy a lot more tanks, for instance?
But of course we need more tanks. We need more boots on the ground, we need more drones, we need more of everything. And that's the whole point, how we're going to apply the limited resources that are going to be even with the increased spending. So my first thought would be to apply a notion that the smartest people should be part of the investment, that we're not going to know what the scenery is going to be in the next 10, 15 years, that is going to be a rapidly changing overall landscape. And suddenly we are going to face challenges that we haven't seen, that we could not even have imagined, and the summit of NATO, that is probably the first of this type after the Cold War, geopolitical summit, should have a geopolitical significance because the problems are across board.